Okay, everybody, I am live, but I don't hear any audio feedback. Okay,
Nothing.
everybody, I am live, but I don't hear any. Okay, I do hear it. All right, I take that back. Right, let's get right into it. Okay. Um, Take it away, Yvonne Helton.
Alrighty, let me orient myself so that I'm taking up the whole screen and not the black bars. I don't care for them black bars. I don't care for them black bars. Anyways, we are live. The little red sign says we are live, we are live, we are live, and it is so. And excuse me. And Trump is taking on the wind farms. That's the news of the day. Trump is taking on the wind farms, and he's going to hopefully succeed. I don't know what his plans are. I haven't read into it fully. But it looks like he's going to be taking on the wind farms. I have long since advocated for every residence to have its own fan to generate electricity. And then what electricity we don't use can be purchased back from the electric company. This saves the grid, it saves time, it saves money, it saves everything. Just give people the ability to create their own little fan in their backyard. If you look at these pictures from way back of these old western towns, these homes that were out west years and years ago, what they have? Oh, they had a wooden fan, didn't they? Yeah, they had a big wooden fan in the backyard. Used for various reasons. Some fans were used to pull up water. Some fans were used to grind mill. Some fans even were used for crude electricity back in the day. So that is the best way of doing it. Instead of these huge ass fans, these wind farms as they call them, taking up vital resources, he needs to just give people the incentive to have their own little fan on their property. I mean, it doesn't even have to be big; it can be the size of a desk fan, and just mount that sucker on a pole or something, and there you go, man. Everybody's generating electricity and putting it back into the grid and save our grid. It would literally save the grid. Not even kidding. And because the grid, I don't know how many of you know, the grid is under a lot of pressure. I mean, ask any electrician that's willing to tell you the truth. He'll tell you, yeah, the grid is really stressed. And that's one of the reasons why California has those rolling blackouts and brownouts is because of the stress being exerted on the grid. Well, hey, guess what? If everybody had a fan in their backyard generating their own damn electricity and putting it back into the grid, we wouldn't have that problem. Wow, what a shock. So, Mr. Trump, President Trump, whatever, if you happen to be listening, maybe the incentive is to give people the ability to create their own little wind fan in the backyard and generate electricity to put back into the grid. Good morning, rollers. How you doing? But yeah, just have everybody put a little fan in their backyard and allow for people to generate their own electricity. Hey, wow. I mean, hey, you gave us an incentive to get solar panels. So what's the difference between solar panels and this? Nothing. So give everybody the incentive, especially in places where they're rolling brownouts and rolling blackouts and that sort of thing. People should be given the incentive to put up a little fan in their backyard so that they can generate their own electricity and put it back into the grid. And then, like I said, what electricity you don't use goes back into the grid and you get a small check for it. So so it's a win-win. It's a win-win all the way around. Everybody wins by my idea of putting a small fan in everybody's backyard, especially in brownout and blackout areas. And then that'll end all this crap. It'll all be over with. Wow, what a shock. What an amazing thing. But now Trump is taking on the wind farms. I don't know what he intends to do. I haven't read it. But there is talk going around that he's going to take on the wind farms. And I guess, I don't know, abolish them or something. I don't know what he's going to do. But like I said, the best way to handle this is to put a small fan in the backyard of everyone's property and let them generate their own electricity. And, and apartments, well, what about apartments? What about condos? What about this? Same difference. They can put a fan up, generate electricity. It doesn't matter whether you're in a condo or whether you're in an apartment, whatever you are. I mean, now the condo owner would be the one. Whoops, a little bit of fuzzy there. The condo owner would be the one to put the fan up, though, not you. If you're living in a condo or an apartment or whatever, it would be the apartment owner or condo owner that would put that up. But yeah, these wind turbines, they take up a huge amount of land, just massive. I mean, you wouldn't believe how much land these huge wind turbines take. Hi, Simply Krista. You'd be surprised how much land these wind turbines take. Yeah, I like the blouse too, Rudolph. I do. I really do. I like it too, man. Run, Rudolph. Oops, there he went. Bye. Anyways, but yeah, so this, now they gave incentives in the past. Before anybody jumps me, they gave incentives in the past for people to get solar panels. Okay, all right, we'll just use the same logic on this. Okay? Just give everybody the incentive. God damn it.
The king of logic, Ron Helton.
But yeah, just give everybody incentive to, get their own fan in their backyard, generate electricity. And then what they don't use can go back into the grid and save our grid. Because we need to save our grid. You're not looking well. Well, goddamn, dude. I mean, what do you want me to say? That's, it's early in the morning, right? Yeah, it is. It's early in the morning. I know the lighting outside seems to make it seem like it's daylight, but it's not. It's actually overcast.
He doesn't look
Why it looks like daylight out there, I do not know.
It's overcast.
That's crazy because it's not supposed to be daylight at all. Well, those windows kind of look overcast, but it still looks too bright. Anyway, whatever. But it's stormy, it's dark, it's gloomy, it's raining. It is not a daylight day out there. I don't know why that looks like that, but it's not. Trust me. It's still dark. It's still early in the morning. It's only 7:18 here, folks. So I don't know why it's doing that, but it is. Anyway, but yeah, so early in the morning, morning coffee. That's why I call it morning coffee, because it's early in the morning. But yeah, Trump wants to take on the wind farms now. In happier news, for those of you that are waiting patiently for this information, I have now integrated my Cash App with Google Pay. Okay, so Google Pay and Google Wallet are now integrated with my Cash App. Now, what does that mean? That means if you live in a foreign country, you can now get a donation to me through Cash App, through Google Pay and Google Wallet. So if you have Google Pay or Google Wallet in your country, and Google Pay and Google Wallet works in your country, you can now send donations. And I know most Western countries are using Google Pay and Google Wallet. So if you're in a Western country, I know you can donate now, because I've integrated. I integrated them. I did that bright and early this morning. Because actually it was Cash App that notified me. Cash App did a pop-up and said, "Hey, you can integrate Google Pay and Google Wallet with Cash App now." And it's like, oh, hey. So I immediately went and did exactly that. So no more excuses. You have no more excuses not to donate, because you can donate through Google Pay, and I will get it straight to my Cash App card, and then I will put it in my gas tank, and down the road I went. Just that simple. Oh, I got an email saying that the trolls were telling John in his live show to come out here and try to kill me a third time, or assault me or whatever. Gee, thanks, trolls. I appreciate the shit out of that. That's wonderful. But yeah, supposedly, third time's charm. He's going to come to Hamilton and try to assault me yet a third time. So I'm going immediately this morning to the police department here in Hamilton, up on the hill, and I'm going to notify them of Mr. John, and give his real name, and give his vehicle, and notify them that he is on his way to try to do me harm. Apparently, you trolls just cannot fucking leave me the fuck alone, or leave John alone for that matter. So now I've got to do something I don't want to do, which is go notify the police that you've told him to come up here yet again. And so, yeah, he's going to go to jail if he comes up here again, because I'm notifying the police immediately. I mean, you know, he's already assaulted me twice physically. I'm not going to give him a third chance, okay? I'm just not. I'd be stupid to do that, you know? So I'm not going to do that. So that was really stupid, trolls. I don't know why the hell you did that, but you did, so whatever. So yeah, I'm notifying the police immediately this morning and letting them know that John's on his way. So when John gets here, he's going to get an interesting reception when he does. Sucks to be him. Oh, well, you know. By the way, for those of you that don't know, it is an automatic felony to assault an elderly person in any state of the United States. Automatic felony. So, yeah. I'm not wanted in Kentucky. Quit saying that stupid shit. If I had a warrant for my arrest, these police here would have already arrested me. Quit talking that shit. I don't know what in the hell you keep saying that shit for. There's no warrant for my arrest. I'm not in any trouble. I'm a model citizen. I do not break the law. God, why do you guys keep talking shit for? I don't know. Anyway, oh, my finger's in the way. Anyways, so yeah, I didn't want to do that, actually. I did not want to have to go to the police department today. But it looks like I have no choice because the trolls were telling John to come out here and, no, Krista, you are not blocked. Why are you saying you're blocked? Anyways, you know, the trolls were telling John in his live show last night to come up here and try to kill me. So I'm going to have to go and report it to the police this morning, which I really did not want to do. But you trolls just won't leave shit alone. I don't know why, but you just won't leave shit alone. So now I've got to go notify police that John's on his way. And so when he gets here, he's going to get him a nice little reception when he does. He's going to get him a nice little reception when he gets here. So how do you know what the trolls told John? I received an email. There's actually people out there that will tell me what the fuck's going on. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, there's actually people out there that will tell me what the hell's going on. So, yeah, like I said, I really didn't want to do that. But, oh well. Dude's out with a bicycle out in the rain. What the fuck, man? Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, you don't take chances when somebody physically assaults you, you know. This man's unhinged. He is not well. He needs to be in therapy, not out on the streets. Did I get some solid sleep? Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. With this storm and it raining and shit, I slept like a baby. When it rains, man, I sleep good when it rains. I do. I sleep real good when it rains. But, yeah. But yeah, so, you know, so now I got to go bright and early this morning to the damn police station and report all this shit that I didn't really want to do it, but now I got to because the trolls were telling John in his live show last night to come up here and kick my ass or kill me or whatever. So, oh well. Now I can't see the chats when I'm sideways like that. I don't know why, but it always truncates. Well, don't worry there, Kevin. I can assure you I will not be doing anything in your front yard. But yeah, I got some solid sleep, man. Yeah, explosive diarrhea is not funny. It's not a joke. But yeah, but he made it private after he did it. He did a live stream, but then he made it private. That's what he's been doing with his shows the last 3 times, making them private after he did it. Did you buy some lotto tickets? Yeah, I bought a lotto ticket. For $1 billion? Of course I bought a lotto ticket. Are you crazy? But yeah, explosive diarrhea, man. When you got explosive diarrhea, you have to go to the bathroom. There's no getting around that. Do what's best, Vaughn. Yes, I'm going to. How do you know what the trolls told John? Because somebody informed me. No, simply, Krista, you are not blocked. Why do you keep thinking you're blocked? You're not blocked. John is unhinged and dangerous. Absolutely. I won $4 on the Powerball. I won 12. I won 12. I got some gas money. So I was really happy. I got gas money. Yeah, I got $12. So yeah, it wasn't what I was hoping either, but I got $12 for gas, so I'm okay. At least I got some gas money, you know. Yes, that's inciting violence against a senior citizen, and it is not it's not a good thing. That's a crime. Yes, buddy, it's a crime. You bet. I spent $6 and won 4. Yeah, I know. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. But most of the time, I don't get anything. But every once in a while, I'll get $4 or I'll get $12. I don't think I've gotten anything other than that, $4 or $12. You know, see, years ago when they were playing lottery, you used to be able to get, you know, really nice. Let me reorient this. You used to get really nice things. You know, you would get like, you know, like say you got 3 numbers, you would get like 500 bucks, $700, something like that, $1,000. Okay. And if you got 4 numbers, then you would get like, say, maybe a couple grand, 20 grand, whatever. And then of course, if you got 5 numbers, you would get you know, the majority of the money. And then if you got all 6, then you got the big money, you know. But they did away with all that, I guess. That's my thinking. They did away with all that. I don't know why I can't see the damn chat when I turn it to the side like this. I need to be able to see the chat man. The chat man. Because I'm the chat man. Yeah, I'm the chat man. Instant felony messing with senior. Yeah, Google it. Yeah, Google it. It's automatic felony. Automatic felony in all 50 states. All 50 states, or at least it was. I don't know. Maybe Obama turned it around or Biden turned it around. Pretty sure the lottery rules changed in Obama for some liberal BS. Oh, I probably did, yeah. Instant felony messing with senior, correct. If they have the 50 times or 100 times, etc., those usually will have winners. Yeah. Supposedly, I don't know. You know, I use the quick pick, and in that way they can't accuse me of cheating. See, they can't accuse me of cheating if I use a quick pick. I Rabbi Judas Chai. Okay, whoever that is. Shalom, Yerushalayim, motherfuckers. Vaughn, what is your favorite scratch offs? It's scratch offs I used to get. They don't have anymore. So there you go. Yeah, they don't have that anymore. But yeah, I really hate that I have to go to the fucking cops this morning. That was the last damn thing I wanted to do. But the trolls have literally left me no choice. Because I can't have John coming up here and assaulting me a third time. Okay, I can't. I can't have that. A gash in my forehead, that's just a wrinkle, bro. I'm not dying, okay? It's just a wrinkle. See? It's just a wrinkle. I'm getting old. I'm going to be 62 here in next month. I'm going to be 62 next month. But it's not a gash. It's just my wrinkles. I'm getting old. 292.2 million chance. Well, there you go. There's the odds. 1 in 292.2 million. Damn. The odds suck. Women on dating apps always reject. Always reject what? What do they always reject? Always reject me. Well, I don't know. I mean, why don't you find a good Jewish woman and settle down? You really have no choice. Yeah, I have no choice. That's true. And that way, if he assaults me and I beat his ass, then hopefully the cops won't throw me in jail. Hopefully. Because I've notified them in advance of what I'm going to do. Because obviously, if he tries to assault me, I'll have to defend myself. I don't have a choice. Haven't been on a date in years. Well, I don't know what to tell you then. I haven't been on a date in years either. You realize that ever since Andrea's been gone, I haven't had any women at all. Not one date, not one nothing. Not been with any women at all. That's crazy. Very hard to find a good religious Jewish wife. Is it really? Oh, that kind of sucks. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you then. I don't know what to tell you then, man. Just, hit the pavement. Oh, speaking of pavement, bumped into two Jewish guys on High Street who were out recruiting for their synagogue. They asked me, they said, "Are you Jewish?" I said, "No, this nose is an Indian nose, not a Jewish nose." It's an Indian nose. But they asked me, they said, "Are you Jewish?" I said, "No, I went to a rabbi over it." The rabbi said, "Nope, your mommy's, my mommy was Dutch, but they did, left in 214. What? 2014. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, what? 214? Yeah, 2014. Oh, God. When was it she left? She left a long ass time ago. About 10 years, I guess, or more. There's a matchmaking crisis in the Orthodox world. Well, unfortunately, I am a high priest, but I can't help you. You're the wrong religion. That was 12 years ago. Yeah, I'm a Gentile. Yes, I am definitely a Gentile. That's what this here is. I'm a Gentile. Yes, buddy. I am definitely a Gentile. I am definitely a Gentile. But I am a high priest. No kidding. High priest of freedom religion. High priest of freedom. I was also a high priest of the Unification Church years ago. I don't know if that shit expires or not. I have to look into that. Can you guys hear the rain? Can you hear the rain hitting the car? It's raining pretty good. Can you see the rain on the window? It's raining a pretty good clip. Coming down. Sunny day. Yes, I'm a Gentile. I'm a genteel. I am a gentleman. I am a gentle man. Isn't it interesting that Gentile and gentle ain't far apart from one another? Makes you wonder, because if us Gentiles are gentlemen, what does it make the Jews? Oops. Hadn't really thought of that, have you? I haven't thought of it until just now. If Gentiles are gentlemen, what does that make the Jews? Come on now, think. Use your brain. I know it's early in the morning. Use your brain. I know it doesn't mean the words are related at all, but it sounds similar. The words are awfully similar sounding, and it's like, it just makes you think, makes you use your brain early in the morning, huh? Get to use your brain. Yeah, genital. Yeah, I don't know about the genital part. It comes from the word genes. Well, I got good genes, man. I got good genes. I got Indian and I got German, so I got good genes. It's really funny. If I was to go to the Smoky Mountains, on one side of the Smoky Mountains there's Indians, and on the other side of the Smoky Mountains there's Germans. So if I go to the Smoky Mountains, I'm home. Because I got both sides of my ethnicity, Got the Germans on one side and the Indians on the other. If I go to the Smoky Mountains, so maybe I need to go there, huh? Maybe I need to go there and hang out, because I'd have both of my ethnicity. But yeah, I mean, can't you hear that rain? I hope you can hear it rain. Well, I wish it would rain. Isn't Helton an English name? Helton is an English name, but when you add the von onto it, it becomes German. A lot of names are that way. By the way, England isn't exactly English anymore anyway. England was taken over by the Germans a long time ago. All of your leadership are from the House of Gotha, if I recall correctly. So, I mean, is England really English anymore? I don't think it's been English for some time. None of Germans are in charge of your government and your hierarchy and your royalty, even. They're all German. Isn't that interesting? Ain't that interesting? Yeah, I believe they're from the House of Gotha. Feel free to correct me, but I believe that's where they're from. So they're all German. So they've been German for years and years and years and years and years. And of course, there was cross-pollination prior to World War I and prior to World War II. So, yes, there you go. The House of Windsor used to be called House of Saxe, Coburg, and Gotha. There you go. There you go. That was hundreds of years ago. That's like saying America is still English because it was English hundreds of years ago. Well, believe what you wish. It's a free country, but you know, if all my people are named Gotha, I'm pretty sure I'm German. What do you say? You know. But yes, Helton is a British name until you put the bond on there, and then it becomes German. A lot of names are that way. There was, like I said, there was a lot of cross-pollination before World War I and before World War II. That's a fact. That's not Bond's opinion. That's a fact. The English royal family are ethnically German. Yes, correct. That's what they are. That's exactly what they are. That's absolutely true. That's the way it goes, man. Sorry, what do you want from me? I got to tell the truth, right? Got to tell the truth, Maynard. Got to do it. But yep, this here right here sets me apart from everyone because I'm free. I have freedom religion, and because of that, I am free. I am free from ancient Rome. I am free from all the machinations and dogma and drama that the Roman Empire created over mankind. I am free because I am a member of freedom religion. But if you're either a Jew, a Muslim, or a Christian, you are still under the thumb of ancient Rome. That's a truth. That's not Von Helm's opinion. That is the truth. And the only way that I'm aware of to break free from ancient Rome's control is freedom religion, or perhaps Wicca, because Wicca's kind of new too. So Wicca or freedom religion is about the only two places you can go to get away from Roman control. Now you say, well, Von, what about the Zoroastrians or Zoroastrians or however you say their name? Well, they still were kind of under they were pagan, but they were still kind of under the influence of Rome anyway. So, I mean, in fact, I suspect that the whole monotheism thing was started to get the Zoroastrians to become monotheistic in the first place, which they eventually did, as you know, because Zoroastrianism is monotheistic in its intent. However, they did not necessarily side with ancient Rome at the time, so Rome got a little bit pissed off because Rome came up with this dude called Mithras, Mithras, and said, "Hey, look at our deity here, Mithras. I mean, he's a nice dude. He's a cool dude. He was a predecessor to Jesus. So, you know, y'all join up with Mithras." And the pagans were like, nah, we're not going to do that shit. And so Rome got pissed and said, okay, well, we'll try again. And so this time they came up with the Jesus character, and they they sprinkled it a little bit with the Hindu god Krishna, which is, by the way, is where you get the word Christ from. I'm not sure you knew that, but you get it from Krishna. So so we got Jesus Christ, which, by the way, is not his name. His name is not Jesus, and Christ is a title. So he's not Jesus Christ at all. His name was Yeshua, and apparently there was a lot of Jewish people. We need to talk. Well, we're not going to talk. We're not going to talk, John. You know, I left for a reason. You got anything to say, you can say it right here, but we're not talking. We're not associating, and you're going to have to be 1,000 feet away from me at all times. You have to be 1,000 feet away from me at all times. Because I'm going to the police department right now. I'm leaving right now to go to the police department. You are to stay 1,000 feet away from me at all times. Because if you don't, you go to jail. Just that simple. I didn't want to do that. But apparently the trolls were, it's not, you don't have any documents saying that because I ain't filed it yet, silly. I'm going to file it now. I'm going up there now. Well, you're not to get anywhere near me. John can go anywhere he wants. Yeah, except around me. If Vaughn does not want to see you, stay away. Correct. That's right. If someone tells you to stay away, you stay away. And any police officer will back that up 100%. And you sound drunk, by the way. You want your battery back. Well, I'm sorry, but you can't have it back because I have to have it for my car. And besides, you give it to me any damn way. You gave it to me. And once you give it to me, that's it. It's mine. You can't then suddenly say you want it back. $200? The battery was only $75. What are you talking about? John has a constitutional right to free travel, but he doesn't have a constitutional right to assault me. Well, you're not coming and getting my battery. Sorry. You're not coming and getting my battery. You gave it to me. It's mine. See you at 9 a.m. No, you won't see me at 9 a.m. either. No, you won't see me at 9 a.m. I think you're drunk, John, is what I think. You sound like it. Why didn't he go to jail? Because I stupidly didn't file. I should have went and filed in Jersey right then, but I didn't. You can't sit there and give somebody something and then demand to have it back, especially when I have to have it to run my car. You don't think that's really John? Well, it might not be. I don't think it is either, but whatever. Well, whatever. Whatever. Let me check something. Let me check something. Okay, I'm back. All right. So, well, it is Thursday, but he should have left Wednesday night in order to get here Thursday. So that's not him. Can't be. Because he would have had to have left Wednesday night in order to get here by this morning. So it's not him. Not him. Sorry, not him. Oh, it's raining. It's coming down a good little clip. Well, no, it stopped now. What? Yeah, it stopped now. Never mind. Never mind. Anywho, let me see here. Let me see here. How do I check? How do I check? Let's put that on the stage so that we got it. So that we got it documented. That's how you do that. That way he can't deny that he said it, right? That way you can't deny that he said it, if it is him. John could go anywhere he wants, not when he's assaulting people. We'll click on his name, Jess, and see if it's him. Damn. I can't leave. I'm the only one here. I have to stay here. Click on his name and see if it's him. Or Krista, I mean. I'm sorry, not Jess, Krista. Vaughn, is it true the backers what? Oh, you can't. Okay. Let's see. Well, the only thing it lets me do is show on stage and handle his comment. It won't let me actually go to his page. Oh, you're not a mod. Okay. Let's see here. Well, how do I do that? How do I do? There's not really a whole lot that I can do. Let me see. How do I make a mod on this stupid thing? It's not really giving me that option. That's weird. That's really bizarre. Because usually it gives you the option of making somebody a mod, but it's not giving me that option. Huh. I'll have to look into that. Because it's not giving me the option to make you a mod. I'm not doing mods. My computer's not hooked up. Ha, 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 ha. Gotcha, dude. Test. Yes, you're still here. You're still here, Krista. But I don't know how to make you a mod, dude. I'm serious. It is comfy. It's probably the wrong damn shirt, but it's comfy. How the hell do I make somebody a mod on this stupid thing? Jess is messing with your channel. Oh, okay. Well, let her mess, I guess. I can't check then. No, you can, and I don't know how to make you a mod. There's nothing on here that lets me make you a mod. What the fuck? Why? I can't make you a mod for some damn reason. Oh well. I'll work on it. I'll see how to fucking should be able to click my name and hit moderator. Well, unfortunately I'm on a mobile device, honey. And when you're on a mobile device, everything's different. It's totally different than when you're on a PC. Because you're right. If I was on my PC, I click your name, it'll give me a pull down, and then I just click make moderator. But see, it's not. I'm on a mobile device, and it's not giving me that option. When I click on your name, it says delete the comment, put the user in timeout, ban user, and delete, or star that comment. That's all it's giving me. It's like, what the fuck? That don't help me. You have to mod people from YouTube, not StreamYards. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I got to add you from YouTube. I see. Well, make sure you park a block or two away from the police station. Don't let the cops see you driving because they may try and steal my car. Really? Why? Why would they steal my car? My insurance is paid and my tags are up to date. So why would they steal my car? You trying to just get me in trouble again? Why you guys always got to try to get me in trouble, man? What's up with that? Why you guys got to constantly try to get me in trouble? Why? I don't understand. Yeah, I got to go. Okay, they're saying I got to go to YouTube. So hang on a second.
What happened to Irvy? Irvy, come back! Baby! Irvy! Come back now! Can you imagine being Ma Helton? Irvy! Get back here now! Get back in your room! Unfreeze your room right now! Did he say he was going to YouTube or something while he's live streaming on a phone? Alright. Okay. Fair enough. I have nothing to add.
For some reason, I can't access it while it's ongoing. I guess I don't know why. Yeah, free Sharpie. There you go. You have to mod people from the YouTube app. Okay. Well, I'm going to have to access the YouTube app. I think from the no, it's not frozen. It's only frozen when I got to go check something. Then it freezes temporarily. Again, for those of you that are just tuning in, if you live in a foreign country, you can use Google Pay and Google Wallet, and it will send the money straight to me. So if you live in a foreign country, you can now use Google Pay or Google Wallet. And so, Uncrowned Burger King. Yeah, well, whatever. But you can use Google Pay and Google Wallet now. So anybody that's living in a foreign country, if you wish to donate, you can now use Google Pay and Google Wallet. So there you go, folks. Why'd I block somebody? Probably because they were part of the THN or the HONR. If you're a member of the Honor Network or a member of Trolls, Haters, and Naysayers, you will be blocked. Yeah, sorry. What do you want me to say?
What if all the trolls, haters, and naysayers all want to donate?
I block people that are affiliated with a group that destroyed my family and destroyed my finances. Okay? Don't destroy my family. Don't destroy my finances. You will be blocked. That's just the way it is. And I warned everybody in advance that I was going to do this. So, no, Naked, you are not blocked yet. But if you're affiliated with THN or the Honor Network, you will be blocked if I find out. And I will find out, guaranteed. Yeah, Jess said her best friend is secular. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Good morning and salutations. Good morning. You don't belong to any of those organizations. Well, I hope so, Naked, but now if I find you, you're gone. Just that quick. And don't forget to like, share, and donate. Speaking of the likes, folks, we got 53 views, and we only got 12 likes. What the fuck? Come on, people. The like button is right under the video. Just click the damn like button. Click the subscribe button. It only takes a second, and then you're good. So hit the like button and the subscribe button while you're watching. Only takes a second.
I hate you all.
Yes,
donate.
It is a nice shirt. It's comfortable. John stated he will be coming for what's his, including your underwear. Yeah, well, that's, yeah, we're going to get rid of you. Bye. I don't belong to any of those traitorous organizations. Boy, that's awesome. That's a good word, man. That's a good word. Yeah, Jess said her best friend is secular, and there you go. Her best friend is secular. There you go. But yeah, everybody was told in advance that I would start banning anybody associated with Trolls, Haters, and Naysayers or the Honor Network. If you have anything to do with those people, you will be banned. You will be blocked, banned, whatever. I already said that in advance to everyone, so nobody has an excuse. I wasn't told. Yeah, you were. You were told a day or what was it? No, excuse me, 2 days in advance. 2 days in advance before I actually did it. Mr. Vaughn, you should record your trip to the station to report John so that there is video record of it in case he or the trolls get to them first. Well, they ain't going to get to them first because I've already took care of that matter. Not to worry, folks. Not to worry. Not to worry. Not to worry. Not to worry, people. I really hate this vertical shit with the 2 black bars on each side. That really aggravates the shit out of me. I don't want nothing to do with it. I like it. I like the screen taken up completely. Well, let's see. Why in hell can I not go? Let me try again. Hang on.
There he frozes. One more time. You think Vaughn is doing... What if Vaughn is just doing this as performance art? Like, he goes home every night to his comfortable little apartment, but he comes online and he's pretends to be homeless and starving.
Do that. Okay, that's weird. I don't know why it won't let me do that.
Come on, Vaughn, stop messing up. You're interrupting me when I'm talking. That's not very nice of you. And his mouth needs to repeat the
Shit, hit the wrong button. Oh well.
He tends to repeat
What's
the same
on the
thing
agenda
over and
today?
over
Well, going to the police station because they told John to come up here and try to hurt me again. So we're gonna go to the police station and file. And then after we do that, got 2 places I got to go. Am I eating good? Yeah, I'm having Hormels. I had chicken and dumplings yesterday. Had me a taco last night. Had me a taco from Taco Bell last night. So I'm eating okay. That's a tremendous shirt. Well, thank you. Very stylish. Well, it's very, very, very wrong. Because I think I don't know what there was several of these shirts in the men's section, and I bought it because it said it was a large. But I think why everybody thinks it's a woman's shirt is because it's actually an extra extra large, and so the V cut is very very low, making it seem like it's a woman's shirt, when actually it is not. But whatever. An employee must have misplaced them. Maybe, but there was a bunch of them. There was red, black, green, yellow. It was all colors. I got the black one, of course. Did indigenous Americans write the Magna Carta? Well, that's a matter of debate, historical debate, probably, huh? Oh, Vaughn, I checked for you. That was the real John Gisela. Well, whatever. Well, you ain't gonna be able to get here in no fucking hour. There's no way. Jersey, I mean, Google it. Jersey to Ohio is like, what? It's 7 hours, 8 hours. So he's not going to get here by 9 a.m. No, he's not. I'm sorry, but he's not. He just isn't. No way in hell. No way in hell he's going to get here by 9 a.m. So that was crazy, huh? That was some crazy shit. That was what I said to John. My old YouTube therapist, huh? Is that what it is? Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Mm. I don't know why I keep hitting the wrong damn button, but oh well. Share my referral link. There it is. Copy to clipboard. Oh, that's right. I forgot to give out my not only the link to the chat, but I also forgot to give out my Cash App. But yeah, if you live in a foreign country, you can now use Google Pay or Google Wallet to send me money. Yes, I remember. You were a fan of the movie Mrs. Doubtfire. Not actually a fan. Actually, I was kind of annoyed because I went there to see the movie Blue Thunder, and in its place was Mrs. Doubtfire. So I was pretty upset, actually, because I went there to see Blue Thunder, not Mrs. Doubtfire. But when I went into the theater, it was Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah, this is your friend Ernie. I'm well aware of who you are. Secular opinion. If it really is you. Unfortunately, I can't go check, sadly. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I still can. Hang on a minute. Maybe I still can.
Maybe you still can freeze yourself up. Huh? How's my audio, guys? It looks like it's low. Low. Maybe it's not that low, but it does look lower than it normally is. So I would like some feedback because I'm assuming you can hear me. Although I shouldn't assume anything, should I? A little bit low. All right, I can fix that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's go to there. How's that? That should be. Oh, that's not much better, is it? Jesus Christ. Sound is good? Oh, let me take it up a bit. There you go. There, that should be perfect. Well, not perfect, but audible. That's the word I'm looking for. Audible. Ah, thank you, Lady Starfire. Perfect. Boy, he's been gone for a long time. Okay, 50. He's got about. Oh. He's got about 50, like 40 to 50 minutes left of the stream. I don't know how much of it. Let me go forward a bit and see what happens. Oh, people join. People start to come in and join join his room. All right, we can look forward to that. Hey Vaughn, where the bloody hell are you, man? I said he comes back, don't I? Oh, he'll be back in seconds. But oh shit, you're right. I shouldn't interrupt him, Mark. Very disrespectful, right? Okay, I said he was coming back in seconds. Well, it all depends how you interpret seconds. What do you mean by seconds? Oh, here we go.
Oh well. Whatever. Well, the live didn't go dead. I just went to go look for something. Yep, just wait for me to come back.
Man, and he looks
Was the
terrible.
theater having a nostalgia showing of Blue Thunder? They were showing Blue Thunder, and when I went into the watch Blue Thunder, I got Mrs. Doubtfire instead. So, are there tariffs on donations to America? No, the donation should be free. There shouldn't be no tariffs on donations. If you have to tell me it's you, it probably isn't you, secular. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Corvus, how you doing?
How's it going, Vaughn? How you doing today?
Pretty good. What's up?
So I got a question, right? So
Okay.
you are a pagan, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm sort of I don't like using that term pagan, but I'm a polytheist. I was
Polytheist.
wondering
Okay,
about
well, whatever works for you.
so yeah, because it's a Christian word and it is loaded. So yeah,
Oh, I see. Okay, well, you think pagan is a Christian word, really?
yeah, pagan's a Christian word. They
Oh,
use it in
okay.
negative context. Yeah,
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. So, what are you? A Satru, Druid,
no,
Zoroastrian? What are
I
you?
follow African tradition,
Oh, okay. Cool.
West African tradition.
Oh, okay.
Not
Voodoo?
necessarily Voodoo, but some other stuff.
Oh, some other stuff. Okay. Well, that's fine. That's fine.
I
Whatever
was
you're
wondering
into
about.
is fine.
I was wondering
Paganism's a,
about. Mhm.
huh?
No, no, no. I was wondering about the gods, right?
Yeah.
That you speak of,
Yeah.
and in some way, I believe that there are different that there is just one set of different types of gods, but they manifest themselves differently in different cultures.
Well, that's a position that I held years ago as well. That all throughout history, they kept presenting themselves to new groups of people that came along and said, "Here we are." And the gods and goddesses of freedom religion pretty much explained this to me. Every time they would present themselves to a group of people, the people would write down what they say and make it into a Bible of sorts, and then someone would get into power and they would take that and they would corrupt it and turn it into the ability to control people, and they didn't want that. So with me, what they're saying, do not write anything down, only give it out orally, and tell people what we're really about and what we're trying to do, because every time we tell people, they'll write it down, make it into some kind of controlling mechanism that we're not into. They're not into controlling people, and it really upset them because of that. And I'm like, okay, so there won't be any Bible with freedom religion because they forbade it. They don't want it. So I have to speak orally and tell people what they say and get it out there, such as the butterfly prophecy and other things. So that's basically what I'm doing, because they said every time without fail that they would approach men, a group of men, someone would always rise to the top, grab control of it, and turn it into a form of control, and they didn't like that.
Yeah, that's
And
kind of like how the Yoruba system works, where you
yeah.
got the odus and you just have the sayings, and we're supposed to give it out orally. We don't write anything down, and it gets passed down.
Correct.
But the Orisha, they talk to people, and they commune. So that's the thing. And they can talk to anybody. I was wondering if your gods only talk to you or they talk to anybody.
They'll talk to anybody that's willing to listen. Problem is that nobody wants to listen. What do you want me to say? The thing about freedom religion that I like is that there's no dogma or drama with it. That's what I like. There's absolutely no hooks back into ancient Rome to give ancient Rome control, and so that's I'm a this Vaughn is a flaming racist and communist. Oh, really? Is that why 3 of my girlfriends were black? Because I'm racist? You're an idiot. Go away. Good God. Why do people do that shit? They're stupid. Anyway, but yeah, so, well, let's see. I lost my train of thought. Fuck. Oh, yeah. they no dogma, no drama, nothing to hail back to ancient Rome. And I like that because, see there again, ancient Rome, what did they do with the three monotheistic religions? They twisted them and used them for control to get people to fight against one another, because Rome's thinking is that if everybody's fighting against each other, they'll leave them alone. Well, they forgot about the Visigoths, though, didn't they? Here
The
come the
Visigoths
Visigoths
and
over the hill. Yeah,
yeah,
here comes and the German barbarians. Yeah, and the Visigoths, the German barbarians. Here they come over the hill, and it's like, we forgot a group of people. All the people up in Europe, forgot about them. They were focused on all the pagans in their area, and totally forgot about the European barbarians. And it's like, oops.
yeah, they
Oh
forgot
well.
about the Eastern Germanic tribes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's try to divide and conquer. But yeah, they were too big. They couldn't control all their borders. So
Correct. That's right.
that's why they fell. I mean, good riddance too. The Romans didn't really do that great for anybody.
Well, they created sanitation, which is a big boon to mankind. Sanitation, where you got these baths. Everybody's got a bath now, thanks to the Romans, and
Didn't
everybody's
they
got
use a sponge to
aqueducts.
wipe themselves though?
Huh?
And when they went to the bathroom, didn't they use the same sponge to wipe each other's,
I don't think
behinds?
so. I don't think so.
No, that's what I was told.
I don't think so.
I guess it was clean for the time period.
Yeah, it was a lot more sanitary than what they had, which was nothing. So,
And
the aqueducts ensured that everybody got fresh water, which also was a health concern, because getting fresh water is what prevents dysentery.
Right. The Greeks came up with that. They just made it better. The Romans just made it better.
Yeah, the Romans improved upon it. Correct.
And them Aztecs and Mayans, they also had that too.
Yeah, they had crude versions of it. Yeah. But yeah, man, freedom religion is great in my opinion, and I believe that I've truly latched on to the true gods of creation. Finally, I got very disgusted. I got very disheartened, because no matter what religion I picked, it either traced back to Rome or it just didn't do anything. Didn't do anything, and it's like, well, I need to get something going on finally, and then of course, as a historian and a cryptozoologist and archaeologist, you find out, oh wait, Napoleon actually went down in the vaults and found out for himself. He actually went down there, says, comes back up white as a sheet and says, man, everything we believe is a lie. Everything. Religion,
that's the thing I don't get about
science.
G-Man. G-Man is so gung-ho on this Christianity thing. He don't even know that it's based off of just lies.
Well, it's ancient Roman. He needs to get away from Roman control, because that's what it's about. It's about control.
Right. It's about control.
All 200 books of the Bible were originally plays for the Roman amphitheater. How many people know that? Very few, because nobody's willing to do any research. But yeah, all those books of the Bible, so-called, were actually plays for the Roman amphitheater. They were written by Flavius Josephus, and he wrote them in order to be plays. Whoops, we lost him. I did not kick him. He left on his own. But they were all plays for the Roman amphitheater. And I guess nobody decided to do any research on that. Oh, there he's back.
Yeah, my bad.
Welcome back.
Yeah, you said Flavius Josephus.
Yeah, Flavius Josephus. He wrote all them books to be plays for the Roman amphitheater. And even as a Christian, it was really funny, because when I was a Christian, it's like, man, these stories in the Bible always seem so much better when they're done live on stage. Well, duh, because they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be live on stage. They were written for the Roman amphitheater. And see, when you find that out as a historian, then it all starts to make sense, Flavius Josephus, he wrote these 200 books for the Roman amphitheater in order to please the Caesar. Now, why did he need to please the Caesar? Because he was a Jew, not a Roman. but he
Right,
wanted to be an honorary, but he wanted to be an honorary Roman citizen. So what do? You got to please the Caesar. You got to do what the Caesar wants. And the Caesar's like, okay, give me some plays. So he wrote up 200 plays and presented them to Caesar. Caesar loved them, and bada boom, bada bing, he's now a Roman citizen. Now, then where he got the Flavius part was he hooked up with Titus Flavius, and by hooking up with Titus Flavius, he got in good with that family. So now he's in good with a powerful family in Rome, and he's hooked up with the Caesar. So he's got it made in the shade. He's set for life.
And he kind of a turncoat because he was at Masada, wasn't he?
Well, he would have been a turncoat to the Jews and the Christians, actually, because he's using these plays, as a form of religion, which is totally deceptive. But the thing of it is, he pretty much dissed his own people, the Jewish people. So I mean, he would be pretty much a traitor to his own people, I guess. But he wanted to be a Roman citizen, so oh well. Anyways, but yeah, Titus Flavius. If you go and actually read the Battle of Jerusalem and the battles that Titus Flavius participated in, it's really kind of spooky, because a lot of the things that Titus did are in the Bible. Titus sent out his men out into the waters, and they had big long spears, and they would literally spear the people that were fleeing by the water. And he would literally spear them in the water. And Titus said, "I'll make you fishers of men." Well, that's straight out of the Bible, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it is. That's straight out of the Bible. Well, now you know where the original version of that saying comes from now, don't you? It came out of Titus Flavius. And it's kind of creepy, but, what can you do? I mean, truth
You
is
got to
still
think,
truth.
there's no Bible at that point. So the Bible don't really
Correct.
come around until 200 years after.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, well, that's the thing. Everything was written down long after all this shit had happened. And so, like I said, the gods told me, they said, man, every time shit gets wrote down, it always ends in disaster. That's why I'm not going to let you write down anything. You put it all in oral. Speak it all orally. I'm like,
Comes
okay.
dogma, and people die for it, and they kill for it.
Yeah. Well, look at all the wars between Islam and Judaism alone. Thousands of years. And for what? Oh, to please Rome. It was literally to please Rome. They got them all fighting one another. And then they created Christianity to deceive even more people, basically the pagans that rejected them. So they got them to believe Christianity, and it's just one big happy mess, man. Got them all fighting one another, killing one another. And for what? For nothing. For bullshit. For the Caesar's amusement, I reckon. I mean, what other reasoning can I come up with? It's just pretty ridiculous. But oh well.
You got to think that everybody, when they started going out, when Europeans started going out, they always try to be the successor of Rome. Even when you got the Third Reich and everything like that, it's referring to the First Reich was the Roman Empire, then the Second Reich is the Holy Roman Empire, and then they have their Third Reich. So it's everything is an allusion to Rome.
Yes,
that's why the buildings and the federal. That's why we call the Senate the Senate. It's all Rome.
Yeah, and all roads lead back to ancient Rome, which is and when you're a historian, you learn all this stuff and it becomes very disheartening. It's like, well, good God, how are we going to break out of this shit? And and like I said, then you got Napoleon, who went down into the Vatican vaults to see for himself, and he's like, my God, everything we believe is a lie. Art, science, history, religion, mathematics, it's all lies. It's all bullshit. And his men, who, by the way, were Christian, is like, well, what the hell are we doing? We're going to have to start over. And then you got William Casey, the head of the CIA. He comes in right behind him in modern times and says, yep, everything you believe is a lie. Sucks to be you, motherfucker. So it's like, holy shit. And so what do you do in a case like that? Well, what I did, since obviously I couldn't get any religion to work for me personally, it's like, okay, I can't get any of these pagan religions or definitely the three monotheistic religions. I can't get nothing to work. So finally, in despair, I just screamed out. I said, hey, if there's anybody out there that gives a damn, hook up with me. And to my surprise, they did. And so that's how freedom religion got started. I hooked up with what I believe are the true gods and goddesses of the universe, our true creators. And I've been slowly getting friendly with that and understanding what that's all about. And they took me out of myself and showed me my timeline stretched out for miles, showing me my timeline. And I'm like, and they're like, here's where we could have intervened, and here's where we could have intervened, and here's where we could have intervened. And I'm like, well, why didn't you? And they said, because we won't go against your free will. All the other religions on earth goes against your free will, but we will not do that. And that's part of the corruption, see, because in a true free religion, in a real religion, the gods and goddesses will not go against your free will. And see, that's part of the problem. And that's why all the other religions suck balls, because they all go against your freedom of your free will. And so they said, no, we don't like that. We don't want that. They're also not into any kind of sacrifice of any kind. None, zero. And I said, well, why is that? They said, well, number one, because you're killing something in some cases. And number two, because the sacrifice ultimately becomes more important than what you're doing for the sacrifice, which is basically telling us that we're great and helping us out. And we don't like that either. And I'm like, well, that makes sense to me, because I mean, look at the Roman Catholic Church when they're doing a sacrifice, sacrament they call it, and
Right.
they're doing the sacrament, and what
Comes
do
from the
they
same
do?
root.
It's all to be done. It's all be at pomp and ceremony and gold and jewelry and incense and so it's not actually worshiping the gods and goddesses, the true gods and goddesses. It's just worshiping their fake idols and stuff. And it's like, man, that's bullshit,
All
So
pomp and circumstance, just to keep
yeah,
people
pomp and
control.
circumstance, and even Jesus in the Bible said, when people are doing that shit, they got their reward. They got the reward. They did it to be seen of men, Jesus said. And even though Jesus isn't real, he got that one right, because that's what they do. They're doing it to be seen of men. And the gods and goddesses, they're totally against that shit. So they're totally against sacrifice. I said, well, what about a little welcome back, Krista. What about like a shrine or anything of that nature? They said, well, if you want to make a little mound of rocks, uncut rocks, as a shrine to us, you can do that. But nothing big, nothing fancy. Just a simple little pile of rocks as a shrine to us. That'll be just fine. And I'm like, okay. So it truly is freedom. It truly is freedom. There's only 4 rules. Don't harm yourself. Don't harm others. Don't violate someone's rights. And don't piss off the gods and goddesses. 4 fucking rules, man. That's pretty easy to handle. So, but yeah, they're super cool. Very cool. Very willing to answer all my questions, because I had a ton of them. But they answered all my questions. They took me out of myself and showed me my timeline and stuff, and showed me everything. They showed me everything, man. They showed me all the times I died. They showed me all the times that Christianity was fucking me over. They showed everything, man. It was great.
Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good.
It is. It was
You know
very
what?
good.
Yeah, I'm curious. I
I
never heard
believe
this
I finally
before.
found the real deal. I really do. I believe I finally found the real deal.
You said something about a butterfly prophecy. I never heard that before. What is that?
Well, the butterfly prophecy, you really need to go watch the video, because the video pretty much explains it a lot better. But the butterfly prophecy, the Reader's Digest version, the butterfly prophecy would be basically what's happening is that the 300 elite families have controlled and manipulated humankind for, well, forever.
Hmm.
So so the gods are pissed at that. And the gods told me one day, they said, the destroyer is coming. I said, yeah, I know. He comes every 37,000 years. They said, no, he's coming for y'all. And I'm like, wait a minute. And so I actually argued in defense of humanity this time. I said, now, wait a minute. This time it ain't our fault. Because this time the 300 elite families have been manipulating mankind for centuries and centuries and centuries. And to my surprise, they actually agreed with me. They said, yes, you're right. And I said, well, what are you going to do? And they said, well, we're going to send the destroyer anyway. But what we're going to do is the destroyer is only going to come after the elite families and anyone that's truly doing evil in the earth. Hopefully that means demons as well. And Vaughn made it up. Okay, Vaughn made everything up. Yeah, I'm just blowing smoke up everybody's ass. Okay, whatever, Paladin. Paladin's an atheist. You got to overlook him. Anyways, so and they're like, okay, we're only sending the destroyer to come after the elite families and anyone that's truly doing evil. And I'm like, wow, that's cool. That's super cool. You're a Calvinist. Well, there you go. You just told everybody what you were. So, anyways, you're also under the heel of Rome too, dude. As a Calvinist, I'm pretty sure that was a Roman invention.
Yeah,
Anyways,
Calvinists. Yeah, they kind of weird for Christians.
Yeah,
they really harp on that one verse and like one of Paul's letters, and it don't even mean what they think it means.
No, probably not. Anyways, moving on. So they're like, we're sending the destroyer anyway, but this time he's only coming after the elite families and anyone that does true evil. Anyone that really is evil. I hope that means they'll get rid of Hubal and Moloch and some of these demons. Kek. Hey, MAGA. What about your boy Kek? He's a demon from ancient Egypt, you morons. Stop using that fucking name, you idiots. Tried to tell them, and the dumbasses don't want to listen. But anyway, and besides, I was MAGA before you motherfuckers were ever MAGA, so fuck you. I've been MAGA since 1970, bitches. Anyways, Vaughn, have you seen what Shanny and Jason are doing to their son? Yeah, I think they're trying to transition him or some shit. I don't know. I don't care. That's none of my business. Unfortunately, they have a right to mutilate their son because government said it's legal. So until the government says it's illegal, there's not anything anyone can do, right? Anyway, back to freedom religion. So basically, in a nutshell, they're coming. The destroyer's coming, which, by the way, may be 3i Apophis. By the way, because Apophis is out there. Or not Apophis. Excuse me. Atlas, 3i Atlas. 3i Atlas is out there. He's heading for our sun as we speak, even. And supposedly he'll park his ass behind our sun sometime in October. And then from there, he's either going to go all the way through our solar system and out the other side, or he's gonna park his ass behind the sun and attack. I don't know. We'll see what happens. The nice thing about Atlas, is that he's exhaling carbon dioxide. Well, now wait a minute. Okay, if he's exhaling carbon dioxide, he's not a rock, right? He's a living organism if he's exhaling carbon dioxide. Hello, common sense here. But anyways, so now is Atlas the destroyer? I don't know. Could be, could not be, maybe, may not be. I don't necessarily aspire to space. I don't believe in space or the ball Earth. I believe in flat Earth. But anyway, getting back to the prophecy. All right, now, so the destroyer comes. He wipes out the elite families. And the result of wiping out the elite families and the royal families and all these other assholes is that America is 100% liberated at that point. Okay, America is finally free. And it will be a tangible feeling. You will actually tangibly feel being released from all this evil in the earth that these elites have put in the earth. You'll actually be able to feel it. It'll be a real tangible feeling. Now, once that's done, as a result, you will look out your window and you will see hundreds, if not thousands of butterflies. I mean, right now you're lucky to see one butterfly. And that's if you're lucky. At least everywhere I've been, you could only see one butterfly. Everybody keeps telling me, well, I see all kinds of butterflies. No, you don't, because GMO crops have killed them all. But, they keep saying that shit, and I don't believe it for 1 second, because I've been in several states now, and I'm lucky to see one butterfly in a year if I'm lucky. Okay, and I was on a farm, for God's sake. So, anyways, so that is the butterfly prophecy. It's to wipe out the elites and set humanity free. And then once humanity is set free from the elite bastards, then everyone will rejoice. There will be a year of jubilee, most likely. And everything will be awesome, man. It'll be great. It's going to be a great day, man. It's going to really be a great day, because
It's gonna be
humanity...
a reset.
Yeah, it's kind of like a reset. Yeah, it's kind of like a reset, and so it's going to be gone.
It's kind of
gonna
like
be great.
Kali in like Hindu religion, where she's called the destroyer, but necessarily it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a cleansing.
Right,
So
it's
all
a
the old
cleansing,
has to get
correct.
stripped away for the new to come up.
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah.
The freedom gods couldn't save Bond's teeth. No, Bond lost his teeth under Christianity. Oh, God. What people... freedom religion is not responsible for what Christianity does or doesn't do. Okay? Let's get it straight here, people. In fact, that was one of the things they stressed, is that we are going to fix everything that Christianity fucked up in your life. And I'm like, wow, really? I'm like, yeah. We're in the restoration business, man. We love to fix broken lives. And I'm like, wow, that sounds so good to me. So, that's the big impetus there, is that they'd love to fix broken lives. And ain't nobody's life more broken than mine, man. That's for damn sure. I mean, I've lost my parents. I've lost my 2 wives, 2 marriages. I've lost 5 kids. I've lost my inheritance, lost everything. And, they're like, hey, we'll fix that for you. And I'm like, okay, that sounds like a plan. So now it's just a matter of waiting for it to manifest into the real world,
Right. Now I got another question, and I kind of disagree with you on this. When it comes to these indigenous people, man, you said that the ones in North America were white and the ones in the South were black?
Correct. And there's actually statues for it. Google black statues in South America.
You
Google
talking
it
about the
real
Olmec
quick.
statues?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
there was black people living in South America before these red men came here. That's a fact.
So when the red man come over here, because like there's a group of people in my community that say that they indigenous and they didn't come from Africa. They say
I'm sorry, but they came across the land bridge years and years and years ago, obviously. They came across the land bridge, and they started slaughtering the whites and blacks that lived here. They were warriors, of course, and they fought the whites and blacks that were indigenous to the United States. They did. We know this because the skeletons that we recovered actually had arrowheads stuck in them. Literally, they literally had arrowheads stuck in them. We recovered like 7 skeletons so far, and we're probably going to find more. I'm almost certain we'll find more. But we've got 7 skeletons so far. 4 are white, 3 are black. And we just, we're moving and grooving, man. The Kennewick man was how this shit all got started. And what happened with the Kennewick man, the so-called Native Americans, of which I'm a part, ironically, I'm Cherokee, they said, well, we're going to rebury that thing, and we're going to take it away from the scientists and rebury it, because scientists found out that Kennewick man was actually Caucasian, not Native American. And so now there's a big propaganda campaign online he was a Native American. And the scientists are like, no, he's Caucasian. So there's a big propaganda campaign to either claim that Kennewick was a Native American or to rebury him. And the scientists actually had to go to court and file a restraining order to be able to continue using and studying this skeleton, because the Native Americans wanted it reburied. Well, unfortunately, they lost their first salvo, and the Native Americans got the U.S. Army to rebury the thing. But then they won on appeal, and so they went and got it back out of the ground again. So, there was a big tug of war back and forth over the Kennewick man there for a while.
But they said they did a test, and they said that they found out that the Kennewick man, even though he looked Eurasian, he was genetically a Native American.
Well, that's not true. He was a Caucasian, because early tests proved he was Caucasian. But see, like I said, there's a propaganda. You got to be really careful, because it's a propaganda campaign to try to make him Native American so that they'll shut all this down. Folks, you're talking about the greatest mass slaughter of humanity in world history, and nobody's talking about it, because they came across that land bridge killing as they went, killing all white people and all black people that were living here in North and South America. And see, they can't have that get out, because if had that get out, man, people will be like, oh my God. Because we're talking about wholesale mass slaughter here. We're talking about the literal destruction of two ethnicities, white and black, here in the North and South America. And see, they don't want that. They don't want that getting out. So there's a huge propaganda campaign.
But then how did the white Native American and the black Native American get over here?
They were already here. They were already here. And I think, now don't quote me, but I think Leif Erikson got here before the red man got here. And Leif Erikson met white folk when he got here, I believe. I think. I don't know. I'd have to go back and check. But I think he met white folk when he got here. Because didn't he call them brothers? Isn't that what he said? Isn't that what Leif Erikson said? He said he called them brothers?
They found Vinland up there in Newfoundland.
Well, why would he?
They called them tiefling. They called them something lings. I forget what it is, but that's what they called them. But I don't know if they call them brother.
What do they call them?
There's a certain word that they use for them, but they don't describe them. So we don't know what they look like.
Yeah, I know. That's the bad thing about it. They didn't describe them. Not that I remember, but I think he might have met white folk. I do. I could be wrong on that, though. Honestly, the timeline is a little iffy.
Yeah, that was up there in Canada. Technically, well, it was Canada today.
Right. You were a pagan when you and Mouse were married. Yes. Yes, I was. That's true. That's true, Paladin. I was a pagan when me and Mouse married. Mouse was Wiccan, and I was an eclectic pagan. That's correct. That is correct. Well, and hopefully later you can figure out how to make me a mod. I tried to make you a mod, Krista, and it wouldn't let me click on anything to do so.
It might be on YouTube. You might have to make her a mod on your YouTube account.
Well, I know, but I went to YouTube and I clicked on the live and it wouldn't bring it up. So I don't know why it wouldn't bring it up, but it wouldn't bring it up. So I don't know what to say. Maybe it wouldn't bring it up because it hadn't been processed or something. Usually I have to wait till it's processed before it'll come up. But yeah, freedom religion, in my opinion, is the real deal. I think I finally found the real deal, because they've shown me a lot of shit, told me a bunch of stuff, and so I think I finally hooked up with the right people this time. Now it's just a matter of it's just a matter of waiting until it manifests.
I'm convinced. How do I join?
I guess I got to do some more research into this indigenous people thing. I don't know, because then when the other white man comes over and the other black people come over, well, at least with the white man, don't they go and do it?
Well,
they start doing crimes against the red man.
Okay, where do I find information to join this religion?
If you'll go read, I forget which one it was. I can't remember if it was Incas or Aztecs, but it was one of them guys. And if you go read their documents, they say themselves, this is vengeance for us killing the white man. These white men have arrived as vengeance for their God to kill us for killing the white men, or something to that effect, And it's like, oh shit, there it is, right there in black and fucking white. They admit it, because they were in awe when they saw these European men get off the boat and them white as a sheet. They were in awe of them, saying that yes, their God has come back to avenge, and or something to that effect. And it was pretty interesting.
Yeah. So
But
the Aztec and the
now I
Mayan
do.
cultures, they're
Well,
after.
it's either Aztecs, Incas, Toltecs. It's one of them guys. But they admit it. They admitted it. They basically admitted it. They said, "Here's the white man's God, coming for vengeance and shit."
When
So
you
I
look at the
mean,
Mississippi culture, like Cahokia and all that stuff that was like in and like Ohio and stuff like that, like the Mound culture. When they leave artifacts behind, them people look like the Red Man. The little statues, they look like they got the nose, they got like the Asian like eyes. They look like the Red Man.
yeah.
How you
Well,
explain that?
because because you got a lot of propaganda out there, buddy. You got to watch out now. You got a lot of propaganda. It's easy to manipulate pictures. It's easy to manipulate video. It's easy to change the storyline and everything. You just got to be careful. That's why you have to go back to when we originally found the Kennewick Man, and all the scientists are like, "Oh my God, this guy's Caucasian. What the fuck do we do now?" Because it was an amazing discovery. See, and when you get a discovery of finding a white man in supposedly red man territory, that's a big find. That's a big discovery. And then all of a sudden, all the talk about him being white disappears off the internet. Yeah, come on. That's manipulation. That's control.
I'll take it into consideration. Yeah, but it was nice talking with you, Vaughn. I got to get to work, but yeah, you have a good rest of your day.
Have a good one.
You too.
Is it just camera angle, or is your swelling going down? You look thinner in the face. Yeah, because I'm losing weight. I'm losing weight, dear. I'm actually losing weight. I've been taking my apple cider apple cider vinegar gummies, and I've been eating pretty good. So, Vaughn, seriously, John knows exactly where you are parked. You did dox yourself the other way. No, I did not. No, I did not, because I don't have to be where John thinks or where you think I am. Oh my God, he's at Taco Bell. Well, I don't have to be at Taco Bell, though, do I? I've got places out in the rurals that has internet where I can easily go right fucking now. I got internet, I got food, I got toilets. I don't have to be here. Now, I choose to be here because it's convenient, but I don't have to be here. I can go other places. There are plenty of other places that I can go. You keep forgetting, I know Hamilton and he don't. All right. By the way, folks, we got 50 viewers, but we don't have 50 likes. Come on, people. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's get those likes and subscribes up. Come on, people. And don't forget to donate. Now that you guys can use Google Pay, you can donate to me through Google Pay, and it'll go straight to my Cash App. It's great stuff. So now nobody has any excuse not to donate. So if you live in a foreign country and you want to donate, all you got to do is go through Google Pay or Google Wallet, and it will come straight to me, straight to my Cash App. Isn't that great? That's awesome, isn't it? But yeah, man, I mean, obviously there's Taco Bell, there's Burger King, there's all kinds of shit here that I can record from, but that doesn't mean that's where I'm staying. Now, does it? You think I stayed at Taco Bell or Burger King last night? No. I have a place out in the country. Well, not out in the country, but in the residential area. Let's use that. Well, you just told him again. It's close to 9 o'clock. He's not coming here at 9 o'clock. No, he's not. Because if he is, he's going to jail. I'll have him arrested immediately. Okay? Stop talking about this shit, by the way. I'm not interested. But yes, Mary, I am losing weight. Finally. And because I got to get the weight off. I don't have a choice. Okay? I got high blood pressure. I got congestive heart failure. I have to get this weight off. I don't have a choice. So I've been eating apple cider vinegar gummies. And of course, I do a lot of walking, not by choice, but I do a lot of walking. And, the apple cider apple cider vinegar gummies, I'll spit it out. And eating a little bit healthier than I was as well. So, and, kind of cutting down on how much I eat as well. But yeah, I'm losing weight. I should be anyway. Now, I was at 222 pounds So I'm curious to see how much I weigh now. Hopefully I've lost a lot of weight. At least that's what I'm counting on. I'm counting on it. Hopefully later you can figure out how to make me a mod. Yes, Krista, I'm going to work on that. Oh, they're trying to extort him out of a laptop and money. She is also actively gaslighting him and Jason, threatening him. It breaks my heart for him. Oh, well, I stand with William. Okay, well, William is disowning them. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know anything about that drama because, hey, I'm not a YouTube troll. I don't, I don't pry into other people's business. I just don't. Even if they do put it out there live, I still don't get involved because it's none of my damn business at the end of the day. It just isn't. It's none of my damn business, man. You know? What do you want me to say? It's none of my business, man. I stay the hell away from it. Don't have nothing to do with that shit. I don't have nothing to do with that shit. Yeah. 5'2" and 225. I'm not 5'2", you moron. I'm 5'7.5". I'm 5'7.5". William should disavow them. Well, I don't know anything about it. Not going to get involved in it. It's none of my business. Which channel? Shanny for Christ channel, apparently. Yeah. How long have you followed Vaughn? I don't know who he is. He just came and went. You know, you don't have to be a troll to react to people or watch them. I understand that, but it's still none of my business. I'm on High Street and Main Street right now. Yeah, sure you are, John. Sure you are. There's no way you drove no 7 fucking hours in just a few minutes. Sorry, you didn't do it. So I'm not believing you. Sucks to be you. And besides, how are you going to find me anyway? I'm well hidden. It's not like I'm out in the open. Corvus isn't even here anymore. He went to work. He's gone. Corvus went to work. You become more informed by listening. Informed about what? Informed about somebody's personal life? I don't give a damn about anybody else's personal life. It's none of my business. That's why I don't watch other people's shit, because I don't care about their personal life. That's none of my damn business. My business is dealing with me. I've got my own problems. I've got enough on my plate to, take care of myself, keep myself occupied for quite some time. In fact, I don't need to get involved in somebody else's shit. I really don't. Let's get that over there. Get this over here. There we go. Oh, that's better. Now I can get my hand free. My hands are free. Free. I'm free. I'm free. Anyway, but yeah, I don't need, I don't need to pry into other people's shit, man. It's none of my business, man. None of my damn business. I stay the hell away from other people's shit, But anyway, we've been going for an hour and 30 minutes. And once again, before I leave, you can now, if you live in a foreign country, you can now donate through Google Wallet and Google Pay or whatever the fuck that, you got, whichever one you got of those. And you can actually pay me through Google and it will get to my Cash App. It'll go straight to my Cash App. It's great stuff. I saw John's car behind you. No, you didn't either. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this off because I need to use the bathroom like really, really bad. So I'm gonna cut this off and go use the bathroom. Y'all have a pleasant day and a better tomorrow. Bye.
And there he goes. I know, Stephanie. He's very easy to troll. But I need your advice. Okay. Just give me a moment here. I have an opportunity. I have an opportunity to manage and promote a person who has been in the karaoke singing profession for many, many years. He's reached the top of his game, and I have an opportunity to actually organize the next upcoming tours, both nationally and internationally. But I do need your opinion on, should I do it? Should I not do it? I don't know. Would you stay for a couple of minutes more, maybe 3, and then give me your opinion of if I should manage this impresario, this king of karaoke? Yeah, it's just amazing stuff. Yeah, here it comes. No, seriously, Vaughn won't have to win the lottery. I'm the greatest manager in the history of management. And Vaughn, the king of karaoke. How can it go wrong? We won't need the lottery. We'll make our billions the hard way. So, I have more. I really have lots more, but I don't want to do it all at once. I'm not going to tell you what's next, but it was mentioned in the stream that we just watched. So look out for it. Obviously, if you subscribe and choose notification, you will get one of those. And until then, I'm out of here. See you next time. As we fade to black, as we do.